friends. I'm just making a short tapping video to help you if you're in any kind of state of self-judgment. And I know that it can be hard to stay stuck in some ruminating thought cycles of judgment for oneself and self-blame. And so that's what this video is intended to do, is to help you kind of, loosen the grip of that judgment even a little bit. And you can repeat this video multiple times to help continue unraveling things. It's intended to be kind of short and sweet and to help relieve some tension around self-judgment. If you've never done tapping before, then just follow along. No need to overthink it or to do it perfectly. Just play and explore with it and see what it can do for you. So we're going to start by crossing our hands over our chest, massaging the front of the chest on some spots that are more sore or tender. And you can modify the words of what I'm saying as you repeat them out loud to more appropriately match your scenario, your situation, what you're dealing with, okay? All right. So deep breath in through the nose, out the mouth. Repeating after me. Even though I've been judging myself, I'm open to loving and forgiving myself anyways. Deep breath. Tapping your eyebrow points. I've been judging myself. Tapping your temples. Telling myself that I am too what or not enough what. Telling myself, and what's that judgment? Just state it out loud. Tapping the cheekbones. I'm open to the possibility of loving and forgiving myself, even with this judgment. Underneath the nose. I've been telling myself, and say that judgment again. Tapping your chin, telling myself, and say it again, and say it with kind of like a playful attitude. I'm just so this, I'm just so that, I'm just really not enough of what, blah, blah. Just kind of like, find some humor with that judgment for a moment. Tapping the chest, all of this judgment that I place on myself. Tapping all around your chest. I can be really hard on myself. Tapping the front of the rib cage. I can really criticize myself. And this feels really how. Notice how it feels in your body to be judging yourself in this way, to be talking to yourself in this way, to be criticizing yourself. How does that feel? What does that produce in your body? Tapping the sides of your ribs underneath the armpits with both hands. When I judge myself like this, I feel really. Tap the inside of your wrist. See if you can find that emotion, that sensation in your body, and just track that for a moment here. When I judge myself, I feel really, and say it again. Right in my, and notice where in your body you feel it. Tapping the edge of your hand. I'm open to loving and respecting myself, even though I feel this way when I judge myself. Deep breath. Tapping the edge of the index finger. I've been judging myself because, and just state that belief. What do you believe to be true about yourself that merits that judgment? Tapping your middle finger. I've been trying to change myself by judging myself as, and state that belief again. Tapping the bottom edge of the ring finger. So it's just that bottom edge. I like to flip my hand up, it's more comfortable. A part of me is really committed to judging myself here. in this way. Tapping the top of the pinky finger. I want you to tune in to the judgmental part, to that critical part, and to ask it, what are you trying to do? What's your agenda for judging myself in this way? What's the benefit in that? What are you trying to accomplish? And just inquire within. Tapping the edge of your hand. This part of me is trying to change what? By judging myself as, and then what's that judgmental phrase again? Take a deep breath. Tapping the top of the head. And even though this part of me is afraid of not doing this, because then I'll just be whatever is wrong in that part's belief, I love and accept myself. Tapping your eyebrow points. This part of me is afraid of letting go. Tapping the temples. This part of me is afraid of releasing this judgment, because then I'll never change and I'll always just be, and state that belief one more time, I'll always just be so or not enough, what? Tapping the cheekbones, deep breath. Underneath the nose. I'm open to releasing this judgmental part. Tapping the chin. I'm freeing myself from the need to judge myself. Tapping the chest. And even if I picked up this judgmental habit from who in your family modeled the need to judge oneself or others the most in a similar way, even if I picked up the tendency, the habit of judging myself from whom, and say that person out loud, tapping the front of the rib cage, I'm open to loving and reclaiming myself. Tapping the sides of the ribs, I release the need to judge myself in this way. Tapping the inside of the wrist. I'm open to accepting myself exactly as I am and believing something new about myself. Tapping the edge of your thumb. What could that new belief be? Here's a hint. It's probably the opposite of whatever that limiting belief is. So what would that new belief be that can be the medicine to help heal this old painful belief? Tapping the edge of your index finger. I'm open to believing that I'm actually really, and say that new positive belief out loud. Tapping your middle finger. It's possible that I'm actually really just, what is that belief? I'm good enough, I'm worthy of love. My body is exactly as it needs to be. I'm doing everything just right. What is that new positive belief? Tapping the bottom edge of the ring finger. I love and accept myself. And it's possible to see myself in this new way. And state that positive belief again. Tapping the top of the pinky finger. And I want you to see yourself, imagine yourself embodying that positive belief. What would that look like? What would that sound like, taste like, smell like, feel like? Tapping the edge of your hand. And even if people wouldn't know me in this new way, that's okay. I give myself permission to change and grow. Deep breath. Let's say that again, tapping the top of your head. I give myself permission to change and grow, to evolve and mature. Tapping your eyebrow points. I'm allowing myself to heal. Tapping your temples. I release the need to judge myself. Tapping your cheekbones. And I'm choosing to see myself in the new light of this belief and state that positive belief again. Underneath the nose. It's safe to do this. Tapping your chin. It's possible to heal. Tapping your chest. I love and accept myself exactly as I am. Deep breath. And just let it go. Just kind of slide off, brush off that old judgmental belief, the energy of that from wherever it's come from. Just let it go. And just integrate that new positive belief. You can write it down on a sticky note or your phone or somewhere and just come back to that again and again. You can repeat this video as many times as you like. Sending you all lots of love. Take care. Namaste. Talk to you soon.